Hi there, binary options traders. My name is AJ, and today I'm going to be showing you another episode of Indy Buffet. If you don't know what Indy Buffet is, stay ahead because you'll find out in just a moment. But right now, I'm just going to be introducing what the episode is about, and that's going to be about a Pinbar indicator, a custom indicator available for the MetaTrader 4 platform. It's particularly useful for both newbies and novices, and even professional people in the Forex market, and especially to us binary option traders. So what is Indy Buffet? Simple videos explaining common and custom indicators for the foreign exchange trading markets. As well, you can use them in binary options. That's why these videos are more focused towards binary options. But as well, since we're trading an underlying asset of spot FX currencies, so a currency pair, excuse me. So it's best to know the fundamentals and the analysis and the technical analysis behind these underlying assets. So that's where these custom indicators come in, as well as these common indicators, to help you understand and to maybe make better decisions in your trading. So it's a combination of practical and theoretical knowledge. As well, as I explained, it's focused primarily towards binary options. As always, your comments and feedback are appreciated, and it would really help me out, and I really appreciate it when people click the like button and the subscribe button on my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, click the subscribe button. This is my first video in a long time, so and I don't expect to be putting out as many frequent videos because mostly I have to go to work and pay the bills, and binary options is not paying the bills in full as yet. Instead, I have to go to school as well, so I have to focus on those priorities in addition to trading. And trading is it's a long-term game, so I have to remain focused on the current short-term goals as well. So also, I want to remind you to check out binaryoptiontrading.com, which is run by Rich of the Happy Forexer channel right here on YouTube. It's a phenomenal channel. Highly recommend it. It's daily trade. Rich puts it out like clockwork, and it's amazing to watch and just learn from his trades. And although some people will disagree with how he takes his trades, forget them, because you know what? He's put out a consistent trade every day, and I've never seen those traders put out a single video or any proof that they even trade. So kudos to Rich, you are the man. And so we go into our actual video. So here we are, we're at the Pinbar indicator, and as you can see, it's also known as a Pinocchio bar, and it acts as a form of reversal candle. And basically what these pin bars do is they demonstrate an area where there is a support or resistance based on previous price action. Traders who have a lot of chart experience under their belts will be able to pick out pin bars quite easily. They're also known as dojis, so you can look for dojis on your charts, and maybe in the terminology for whatever Forex books or schooling you're looking at. But for those new to the market and who are having trouble identifying candlesticks and their patterns, this indicator provides a really good foundation to learn the ropes. Pin bars don't really occur that often, and being able to pick them out can help solidify your account greatly. So what do pin bars actually look like? So in order to have a pin bar, you have to have a left eye, a nose, and a right eye. And on the left hand side you see a bearish formation, while on the right hand side you see a bullish formation. So let's get into it. So the left eye shows a candle bullish, so you're probably after a bullish move heading up northwards, has a little bit of wick, probably a little bit of movement towards that side, a little bit of pressure to move the price further up. And then you have this bearish candle over here. And so what happened is you have this giant exhaustion wick right over here, showing that there was some definite resistance over here to price moving past that level. So the candle turned bearish, and then you have this candle over here, this hypothetical. It's in gray because we don't actually know what the future holds. So it shows that the potential movement based on this formation would be that the formation would be bearish and the price would fall. And on the opposite side is the exact opposite. And so you have a bearish candle moving down, and oops, sorry for that interruption. Yeah, so you have a bearish candle moving down, and as you can see, the next candle over had a giant exhaustion wick to the downside, but there was some definite support down there, and the price moved back up. And so hypothetically, the right eye would demonstrate a bullish move as well. So let's get into some charts. And so how the indicator works. If you'd like to download the indicator and try it out, it is available in the description down below. As well, it's going to be available most likely on the page over at binaryoptiontrading.com, so you can check it either place. And so the candle basically paints happy faces, either red or green, based on what it thinks the formation is telling it. So for example, a happy face that is green and below the candle will demonstrate that there is a potential for movement to the upside, and for a red happy face that's on the up that is above the candle, it demonstrates a potential for movement to the downside. So does this work 100%? Absolutely not. And you will soon find that out if you test it and you forward and back test it. You will soon find out that this does not work 100% of the time. You'd be lucky if it works maybe 75% of the time. I find it works maybe around 6 out of 10 times. And so I would recommend you use this, use confluence, use other indicators, use price action that is occurring on the candles to basically use a number of decisions to make a smart trade. So for example, over here you have this green happy face candle, which doesn't lead to anywhere. But you have over here this red happy face candle that leads down. And again, over here, green happy face candle doesn't go anywhere. So now what this candle may be showing you, it may be showing you the future, but it may not be showing you the close future. So for example, this green happy face over here, it did eventually rise, but it took some time before it did. And over here, there was a significant movement downwards even before it actually rose up and broke past that level. So over here I have the GBP/USD, the cable, and this is a much better chart of what usually I see when I use this indicator. So over here I have this red happy face and the price goes down. Green happy face, the next candle is green. So this works out way better than expected. This is 100% rate. In fact, like looking at all these candles, you won't have this all the time. But I guess, and I mentioned this again, it was probably best to be used with other indicators. So for example, as you can see, there is some definite movement over here and stopping and resistance right here at this pivot line that's been plotted by the Fibonacci pivot tool, which is going to be introduced in another video in the future. And so for example, over here again you have this movement downwards and it touches this resistance level. So use this indicator in combination with something else. Don't trade it solely based on an indicator. That is a absolute suicide wish if you want to trade properly. So over here I have a USD JPY chart, and these two I have two formations on here that are probably the best formations I've seen on using this indicator. So for example, over here you just have this perfect bullish formation, price moving down, breaking through this pivot, these pivots over here, and then price just bounces off this final support level over here and starts to move back up and moves into an area of consolidation. Now these two candles over here, not very accurate, so I assume this is best to not trade in the zone. But if you look at the time, this is GMT, so this is probably a consolidation time, so not a very good time to trade. In fact, if I'm looking at the time right, it's probably just entering Asian session. So, but over here you have this great formation. You see bounce, bounce, and then breaks through that pivot level, comes down, and then you have this sweet doji candle right over here, and price moves back up. Over here, I have the NZD USD, and basically why I put this out here again is again a warning to potential traders who are watching these videos. I get a lot of comments from a lot of traders, and most of them are very encouraging. People who are taking time to learn all kinds of different things. They're trying the school of baby pips and they're working their way through it. They're reading books. They're trying different things, and then sometimes I get discouraging notes where they're essentially people are just trading colors, or they're trying crazy outlandish things when trading. Don't do that. It's a suicide mission on your account. So for example, the reason why I put this image in the presentation is this demonstrates exactly when this indicator gets it dead wrong. So for example, you have over here this nice left nose, and then left eye, the nose over here. This would technically be a drop down, but it continues up and continues up and continues up. And then over here, you finally have that movement down, but it's not by much, and it moves into consolidation, and you have all these consolidation candles. So be aware of where you're trading, what time you're trading, and be aware of the other indications. For example, this is most likely a reaction to news, and so as you can see, even though the RSI is showing clear overbought conditions, it stays that way for quite a while. And since each of these candles represent 15 minutes, it stayed in that overbought condition for quite some time. So use your judgment, be smart, don't just trade aimlessly based on, oh, there's a green happy face, it must be going up, or oh, there's a red happy face, it must be going down. Remove that word from your vocabulary. Price must be doing something, or price is going to do that. You don't know what price is doing. You just are taking educated guesses and probabilities based on technical analysis and based on fundamental analysis and based on market sentiment. So you don't know the future. And as soon as you accept that, you'll probably trade a lot better. And don't put your faith in indicators, because they will backstab you and they will fail you. Use them in combination with other things. So I'd like to remind you to check out the YouTube channel. I have a number of videos over there, including a number of daily trades that I've taken over this summer, and that is available at youtube.com/user/binaryaj. As well, I'm available on Twitter, although I don't really use Twitter and I don't really use Facebook that much. I know, surprising for my generation, but I just have them there so nobody registers them and pretends to be me. I've had a couple of cases where people have tried to do that. So I'd like to just encourage you to leave a comment. If you have any questions, if you want to share something that you want to talk about, please post it in the comment section down below. I'd be happy to respond back and just share and engage with you guys. Share the video along. Maybe other people can benefit from it as well. Like the video. That helps to increase the subscriber base and to increase the number of people who get to see these videos. And subscribe to the channel for future updates. As well, if you have not a 24 option account, you can register for one by clicking the link in the description down below. It'll take you to 24 option where you can fund the account. Once you've funded the account, you can get a demo account for free, which you can use and practice and keep practicing all the way through until you learn a strategy or you understand Forex well enough to trade binary options for real. And so as well, I'd like to also recommend binaryoptiontrading.com again, because it's a solid site. It's an amazing site. In conjunction with the Happy Forexer channel, which Rich runs right here on YouTube, and subscribe to that channel as well. It's a great resource and a great source of information. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.